Welcome to Depression Proof Your Life Live, a space for honest conversations about mental health, mental wellness, recovery, and resilience. Here, we explore how communication, environment, and mindset work together to move us from silence to strength. We talk with people who have faced real-life challenges and explore the practical systems and daily structures that help them rebuild their mental strength. I'm Marion Mills, and I created DPYL out of my own journey through mental illness, addiction, and recovery. These conversations are about breaking stigma, finding support, and reminding you that you are not alone. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Depression Proof Your Life Live. So I put out a post earlier letting everyone know that Rebecca actually was traveling and there was a delay. I don't know where everyone may be watching from, but it was 80 degrees. I'm in Virginia. It was 80 degrees, almost 90 degrees yesterday. And today we had a little snowstorm. So I believe that because of the weather, there was some delays with Rebecca. And I told her I did not want her to rush and it just would have been too presto. So you have me tonight. I wanted to still show up and make sure that I popped in here with you guys. And again, just to give you a little tidbits, give you some tidbits. So I hope everyone is doing well. I want to, and of course, just to let you know, Rebecca will be rescheduled. Really looking forward to learning more about. I've heard of a doula, but don't know that much about it. Definitely didn't know that there were different types of doulas. She's actually trained in birth, sex, and death doula. So very interesting perspective that she can actually bring and kind of teach us some things that we might not know. So I want to, very fitting for tonight, I want to talk about when life throws you lemons, right? Sometimes life does not go as planned and it can really throw off your mood. Whether it's frustration, disappointment, stress, all those different things can stress you out and throw off the entire evening, whatever you had planned, if you let it. And if you let it is a very strong statement. It's like, well, I don't have any control over someone canceling. I don't have any control over someone standing me up, on a date night. I don't have any control over, technical issues. No, you don't. But you can still control. Oh, sorry. You can still control. Hold on, I just lost my mouse. You still have control over your response to it. So mental strength is not pretending that it doesn't bother you. It's not pretending that you're upset. You can be upset, you can be bothered by it, you can express those things. It's about not staying there so that you're not actually being overwhelmed and fall apart because of this one small piece that actually happened in your day or in your evening, in your life. The mind is a very, very powerful tool. I believe when it comes to the way that we think, and I had to learn this. I'm sharing what I learned throughout my years of struggling with mental illness. I thought that whatever came to mind, I had no control over it. Like this is my mind. It came up in my mind. I have no control over it. But we have control over every thought that we have. You have good thoughts. You have bad thoughts. You choose to act on them or not act on them. Someone cuts you off. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Prime example. Has happened to the best of us, right? You can choose to respond or just ignore it. There a lot of times when a lot of things we take personally. We take personally and we connect emotion with it. And not to say that you have to be robotic and uh, not be and not care and not have feelings towards something that has happened, but it might not be against you. It might have just been an accident. It might have, they might not have seen you. I was telling my mom recently, I know I have been driving and I look in the mirror, check both mirrors, check the rearview mirror, and no one. And as soon as I get over, I look in the rearview mirror and there's a car right behind me. And I'm like, where did that car come from? I didn't even see them. So, and again, I'm very apologetic, but in reality, I did not see it. It wasn't intentional. The person behind me, they may have thought that I did it on purpose. But that person could have actually gotten over it the same time that I did, and maybe that's why I didn't see them and I saw them afterwards. So all of these different things. But no matter what it is in life, we have control over how we think and how we're going to respond. So we often actually, when we have plans, for example, and they change, one of the healthiest things that we can do is just simply pause and reset. So I challenge you to do just that over over the weekend, over the next week, until we meet again on next Thursday. I challenge you, when something happens, just take a minute, take a deep breath, think about what has happened, and choose to, like, you know what? They probably weren't even paying attention. The person cut me off. They probably weren't even paying attention. It's gone. No longer attached. Uh, and you can go about your day. You can still continue to have a good day. Um, don't let one disturbance take over your emotions. So have you ever gotten upset about something, and it's almost like a domino effect? You start thinking of all the different things and all the people that have wronged you. It's that is why it's so important to have a mindset shift. And again, it takes time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and act like it doesn't take time. It definitely takes time. But I want you to try it. Like I said, over the next week, be intentional with your thoughts and be intentional with your response to things that you may uh that you would typically overreact to. And just see how it feels. It's going to feel uncomfortable because it's not your normal reaction. But once you start doing it and you realize, wow, it, it I didn't get stressed out. Um it's gone. Like I don't have to think about or worry about it anymore. And you realize that your day can continue to be good, and you'll slowly but surely realize and use that tool over time to actually make sure that you're thinking about how you're going to respond, and you can choose whether to respond or not. You can choose whether you're going to get upset or not. You can choose to take a deep breath. Okay. Because your peace, only you can control. Only you can control your peace. Someone could do something intentional. You can still choose to ignore it. You can still choose to not allow it to ruin your day. So I hope that this was a helpful little tip. I always try to give examples that are very realistic. So the next time something happens that is out of your control, out of your control, or just things don't go as planned, have a different reaction to it and see how you feel about that, and see how different you feel, like on the inside, and mentally how you actually feel. You'll actually feel pretty good. So I would love to hear from you guys, to hear how many of you tried this tool and just really be in control being in control and being intentional with your thoughts. I would love to hear. So, of course, you can uh, comment under here after on the replay, or you can send me an email at info at depression-prooflife.com. And yeah, like I said, I would love to hear from you. And or tell me different things that you may do. Maybe you have another tool, and I would love to share it with the DPYL family, because what works. Well, that's the one other thing. What works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everyone else. So I thank you so much for being here. I hope that you were able to find these tips helpful. And until next Thursday, take care. Thank you for joining us on Depression Proof Your Life Live tonight. If this conversation stirred up heavy emotions for you, reach out for help. Call or text 988 for 24-hour support in the U.S. If you're outside the U.S., look up your local crisis helpline. If you'd like to stay connected with DPYL, make sure to follow and subscribe on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. And visit depression-prooflife.com for resources, blogs, and to share your story. Depression Proof Your Life offers workshops and trainings designed to help teams reduce burnout and strengthen resilience. Together, we're building a community of strength, clarity, and resilience. Until next time, take care of yourself. And remember, healing is possible.